Hey, aloha and welcome. The Spirit of Sports brought to you by notpods.com, coming soon, one day. And my YouTube channel at notpods. This is Brother Richie, just back from a long 13-day trip to Oregon and California. Took the kid over. Did some Disneyland, did a Beaver game with the kid, was at Monday Night Football, did a little short segment from SoFi Stadium. Amazing place, by the way. SoFi Stadium, if you haven't been, highly recommended. Got some stuff to talk about there. Getting back on track. I know the shows were not too consistent and short, and even some didn't even happen on the trip. Just a lot of travel, a lot of driving. Was Tillamook, Corvallis, Tillamook, Portland, Corvallis. Had the kid the whole time, so a lot of my energy was more on the family and the trip. But we will be back into full swing this week. I did do a small backseat quarterback, I believe, for week 5. I'll do a little bit on week 6, a little bit on week 5. We're going to do a little bit of backseat quarterback today. I'm going to go over my picks, results from week 6, next week's picks. Talk some Monday Night Football at SoFi, what I noticed. Penalties, big issue. Then Major League Baseball down to the Final Four. Does anybody care? They say that the TV ratings for the division series or the championship series are equal to last year, but I'm sure they suck too. The first couple rounds were way down. Just baseball got to do something different. Marketing, I don't know, maybe get your superstars a little more recognition. Just really seems like nobody cares. And absolutely, positively, you should never play a game on Sundays during the playoffs because it's always right in the beginning to middle of NFL and NFL rules, as we all know. NFL pays the bills, not the Buffalo Bills. Backseat quarterback from week 6, a little bit of week 5. Let's get into it. What I have. Lots of injuries. Lots and lots of injuries, even to quarterbacks. You know, it's no excuse. And head coaches, you got to figure this out. If you're stuck with a backup quarterback, I don't care who it is, give him a chance to win, put him in a position to win. Get on the ball and say, set hut, set hut, set hut. Blow off the line. I'm going to pound my fist to this. I pound my fist on some things like that till my shot gets all messed up. I'm telling you, you can't just go, starter went down, so we were, our hands were tied. And, when he went down, that was a tough situation. No. You have a scheme that fits whoever your players are. You put them in a chance. Put them in a chance to have success. You don't just poo-poo it. He's a rookie. We got no chance. Don't have that, Go set hut. Go 3-step drops. Get the ball out quick. Get the running game going. Screen passes. Whatever it takes. If he's a mobile quarterback, get him running. I hate that. I just hate. Oh, well, we were down to our backup quarterback, so didn't really stand a chance. And excuse me while I get the camera. I'm back in the studio, the pseudo studio. Back home, Hawaii. Feels so good to be back. By the way, this is October 19th. This is Thursday. Kicking off week 7, I will go into my picks a little later. Brother Richie, the spirit of sports, backseat quarterback from weeks 5 and 6. This is kind of all mixed up. I'm just going to go into some stuff that I saw between the 2 weeks at Wooz's house. It's one of my favorite places. Me, Wooz, and Gibbs on Sunday after the Beaver game. Beavs win, by the way. Javonte Williams, he's averaging 6 yards a carry. And what are you doing? You're throwing the ball. Denver, Sean Payton. Thought you're better than that. You know, and Brandon Staley, and I said he should have been gone, and he still should be gone. And I was thinking, get Sean Payton last year. Now I'm not so sure. Take a couple years off, and does it make you irrelevant? Does it make you no good? Are you a little bit too old school? Not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure they're any better than when Hackett was there. That says a lot about Sean Payton, Russell Wilson. But, Javonte's looking good. Why don't you just get the running game going? Makes no sense to me. And I believe that was week 5. Who'd they play even? It all gets blurred together. Yeah, the Jets game. No, week 6, as he was still out. Week 6, Thursday night. 10 rushes for 52 yards. Why not 20 rushes for 120 yards? Russell, 2 picks, 95 yards passing, and lose by 11. And the defense finally steps up for once, and you score 8 points. It's pathetic. It's sad. Teams like that. Set hut. On the ball, set hut. Sprinter stance, blast off the ball. I swear to God, it would be unstoppable if someone would just try it. The blocking sled scheme. John Madden, bowling ball, sledgehammer, whatever you want to call it. We got on the ball. We muddle. We don't huddle. We muddle around the ball. We get set. Maybe we go, ready, set, hut, and blast off the ball. And smack the guy in the mouth and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, do it again, do it again. Don't give him a chance. We're not substituting. You can't substitute. We blast you 5, 10, 15, 20 times in a row. You're going to be worn out. You're going to be faking injuries. You're going to be doing whatever you can to get off the field. And you might punt once or twice or 3 times. And there's nothing wrong with punting, especially in this day and age when turnovers is everything. What's the turnovers? From week 5, I was gone. Let's check turnovers. Week 5, the team that won the turnover battle, 10, 3, and 1. So one game had the same amount. 10, 3, and 1 if you win the turnover battle. Penalties is weird. 3, 9, and 2. The winning team has more penalties quite a bit of the time. But turnovers are everything. There's nothing wrong with punting. There's nothing wrong with a running game. I don't understand. Maybe it's a collusion that the owners don't want to pay the running backs, so they're just going to abandon the running game and make Gardner Minshew throw it 51 freaking times when you got Jonathan Taylor back and Zach Moss, and they get 16 carries between them. And Gardner Minshew is throwing the ball 51 times and throws 2, 3 picks. You can have a game plan and a scheme. You don't have to just go off it just because you're down 10 or even 14 points. What's it called? They say that dictates. The game dictates what you got to do. You dictate the game. The running game, it just pisses me off. 44 yards passing Russell Wilson had. Halfway through the 4th quarter, he ended up with 95. Through 3 quarters, he had 44 yards passing. AR5 went down. So sad. I don't like their running a designed run outside, designed pretty much to get tackled. I mean, I like having 5, 8, 10 design runs, but I kind of like up the gut where you can slide, get out of bounds, coming around the corner and knowing you're going to get tackled, your quarterback, not great. Injuries, bro. Seems like worse than ever. Excuse me. I don't know if it's a few years of starters not playing and each year gets a little worse. Not playing any snaps in the preseason. I don't know if it's just muscles are so big and strong and the bone structure can't keep up with the way that these players are growing. I don't know if it's schemes. I don't know if it's just defenders are so much bigger or everybody's. That's probably a lot of it. Everybody's bigger. Everybody's faster. And I guess injuries are going to happen. But this year is just a drag, bro. And it's just sad. We'll go through maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go through all the injuries. Injuries of 23. Tomorrow, on tomorrow's show, injuries of 23, we'll do Survivor strategies, Panic Room, and one-third of the way point review on each team. Back to backseat quarterback. Injuries, drag. You know, I got something that bugs me. And we haven't seen it this year because he hasn't been in there that much. But when Lamar Jackson is running in a wide open field and he flips into the end zone, and then he actually dug himself up a little bit, and it's just arrogant. You are showing up your opponent, and you're giving more of a chance. You're a quarterback, bro. You don't need to be flipping into the end zone when there's nobody around. Use this. Use this a lot. A lot. Yeah, you got a rookie quarterback. You got to have a scheme in place. You can't just try to run the same stuff. Oh, well, blame it on that our rookie came in, our quarterback got hurt. You know, everybody's getting hurt. You should have a plan for, there's a good chance that our quarterback's going to get hurt. There's a good chance that our quarterback's going to get hurt. So let's have a plan when we have a guy that hasn't taken a snap ever in the NFL. That he's not fumbling on his very first play, Chicago Bears. Houston, run the ball. Dameon Pierce. Are you kidding me? Devin Singletary is cutting into Dameon Pierce's workload. Have you not seen the guy? You go set hut and run that guy with a rookie quarterback and then go play action. Maybe it's because I have him in 2 fantasy leagues or 3. It's just, that's the one guy that just mismanagement, and it's frustrating as hell. And what's wrong with Dameon Pierce? What's wrong with, I know Jonathan Taylor's just coming back. What's wrong with Austin Eckler? You can't pitch it out to him. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get to Monday Night Football because I was there. But Mike McCarthy is first down incomplete, second down shotgun right up the middle, third down pass. I don't know how they've won 4 games. I think they're terrible. Chargers should be so much better. Staley, I am an advocate of just fire a guy if he's not doing the job. 27-0 lead last year. You're 2-3 this year, coming off a bye, and you put up that stinker at SoFi Stadium on the road at home. They should write a book, Chargers, on the road at home. I'm getting just about sick of ineligible downfield. You never saw that called before. Now it seems like 1 or 2 every single game. I'm just sick of penalties. 22 penalties in the Monday night SoFi game. 22 effing penalties. Me and my friends, we started counting. They never went 4 plays without a penalty. You can let some stuff slide. If he's holding over here, defensive holding, and the pass is over here on an out, and it's 3rd down and 12, and this guy maybe hit the guy 7 yards downfield, big effing deal. Has nothing to do with the play. Make it they can contact him 10 yards downfield. Enough already, bro. It is hideous. And I know I'm not the only one pissed. My friend was texting us, I can't believe penalties. I mean, it ruins the flow of the game. It's never going to ruin the game. We're always going to watch, but it can aggravate the crap out of you. Get it straight, NFL. Incontrovertible evidence as well. Get that straight. Don't be looking under the hood for 3, 4, 5 minutes. You know, I thought I had an under the hood. There was one of the games. I'm gonna start hitting on that. That's peculiar. Under the hood. This Sunday, I'm gonna pay a little more attention. Might have been the San Fran game. I gotta for sure know where the money is. Where's the money in Vegas? Every week. I was on that the first couple weeks. You know, it's coming. Under the hood is coming. That's peculiar. Is coming. Because you know it's coming. And I'm sure that I have missed some. Like I said, it's hard to watch 9 games at once. Now with the bye weeks, it's getting better. Let's see what we got this week. Week 7. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 early games. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 early games and 4 afternoon. Thank you, NFL. 6 and 4. That's handleable. Not 9 and 3. That's crap. I think one of the weeks was 9, 1 p.m. Eastern games, and 3, 4, 15 p.m. games. Ineligible downfield, defensive holding, pass interference. Shit's getting old. I'm going to probably talk about this every single week. Why is it so hard to get a yard? Why is it so hard to get a yard on 3rd and 4th down? It's got to be something. You know, I'm not getting paid. And I think I'm just damn near as smart as more than half these guys. Play calling. I don't have the playbook. I'm not getting paid. But I know when you should not run right up the gut. Or when you should not be in shotgun on 4th and inches. It's, to me, common sense stuff that I know. I don't know why it's so hard to get a yard in the NFL. I guess I don't know. It baffles me. Going for 2 is a thing now. Atlanta game, I think week 5, they're down 14 with the whole 4th quarter left. They go for 2. They say that's analytics. And then they were down ready to score, and there was a pick. Desmond Ridder, not that good. But then you're thinking, fudge. Now, because we went for 2, now we have to make a 2. If you want to go for 2, why don't you wait? Well, no, I guess you go for 2 early, then you know you got to go. But then you're going for 2 just to tie the game. Ask Denver how that works. Ask Denver how that works when they get the Hail Mary. Oh, okay, another thing about penalties. Penalty, flag, 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 penalty, holding, this, that. You see, you're sick of seeing the referee. Last play of the game, oh, no penalty, let them play. When it's obvious on the Waller. Oh, excuse me. That's how pissed I am. I don't care if you throw it 5 times in a row. He was interfered with on the play before. Last play, untimed down. You throw that flag every time if it's a penalty. So you eat your flags at the end of the game, but you just litter the field the whole game and just piss everybody off. There's nothing worse for your favorite team or fantasy football. And I think especially fantasy football. 25-yard touchdown, yeah, ineligible downfield or illegal shift or illegal formation. I mean, it's all mental mistakes, but it's just irritating. Some penalties you got to throw. On Waller, on that second, after the first penalty on the untimed down, the guy was pulling him down. Couldn't even get his arm up. Had his arm and his jersey. No call. Guy's looking right at him. So you're going to eat your flag, eat the whistle at the end of games when it really matters. but just litter the field with laundry the whole game when it's not that big a deal. And the play's over here and the penalty's over here, and it's a 3rd and 20, and it's automatic first down because the guy hit him 6 yards downfield that had nothing to do with the play. And another flag, and yet another flag on the play. Oh, and yet another flag, and another flag on the play. Flag on the play. Oh, man. Is there a problem with running the ball? They don't want to pay the running backs. I get it. So I just take the running game away. Have Gardner Minshew throw the ball 51 effing times. Even Cleveland, running the clock. What? When they were down, had to score, I don't know, a minute something left against San Fran. You want to run the clock. You're going to kick a field goal to go ahead. 2nd down, I think just over 2 minutes. Make them burn timeouts. No, you're going to roll out and throw into a crowd and almost get it picked with your backup quarterback when you just want to run the clock. Just the arrogance of these guys, and I don't know what it is. Can't run the ball. Okay. I think that's going to do it. You know, Owen Wilson is Paul Newman, by the way. They should redo Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid or The Sting. Just saw Owen Wilson in a new movie. Looks just like him. Yeah. I'm going to get a little bit into baseball. Oh, one more thing. First take. Or first things first. Whichever one, Nick Wright. All of them. First take and first things first. All they do is yell at each other for 10 minutes, talk over each other about the Kansas City Chiefs for 10 minutes. Just talking over each other, yelling and trying to get a word in edgewise. And, you know, I don't watch anymore. I gave it a shot. I was going to follow Nick Wright. I'm going to do his 3-pick, but I just looked that up online. I can't do it. So some of you, the girl in First Take, forget her name. I think Junior's over her. Get your name straight, Richie. 56-year-old brain, mid-50s. My mom's getting dementia pretty bad. It was kind of sad this trip. So I got to work on that memory skills. Some maiden's milk or something. Some things you can do for that. Well, that's going to about do it. Stephen A. Smith, not Junior. He's over Molly. She seems like she's just looking off in the distance, just trying to get her word in edgewise and not really contributing anymore. It used to be a good show. Stephen A., Nick Wright, and Broussard, they just nitpick and yell over each other. And sometimes you can't understand what they're saying because there's 2, 3 of them yelling at the same time. So they better do better because I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here every day till I either get a job or they kick me off. And my job is this. Make money on this. The Spirit of Sports at notpods.com, coming soon. Brother Richie was Uncle. I'm going off Uncle because it just sounds too old. Hawaiian style with my kid is cool, but Brother Richie, live from the Hawaiian Islands, where the palm trees sway, where I don't want to wear shoes. Where I'm coming at you live every day. High noon. Today was just past high noon. We'll call it high noon and a half. And we're talking sports. We're talking life. Moving on. I just want to throw a little baseball in. Some kid, Vaughn Grissom, was a last chance pinch hitter for somebody. In his first plate appearance in 1.5 months, and he's 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and you're down. Talk about mismanagement. That's your last guy. Is there a bench coach? Could have been the Dodgers. That sounds just like a Dave Roberts type thing. Just burn all your guys. Oh, shit, we got this rookie. Now people bitching about the playoff structure, all the 100-win teams lost in the divisional round because they get a week off from the wild card and the play-in game. Baseball especially, it's super every day, and you have what you do. You have your habits. It's structured. So when you have a week off, I'm sure that hurts, but you still got to play the game. You know, more teams in the playoff equals more money, more games. But if you have more teams, there's more sweeps. That's not exactly more games now, is it? Major League Baseball. So is it more money? Not sure how much money there is in Major League Baseball anyway. But people are bitching about the playoff structure. Maybe it should just be 8 teams and everybody plays. And NBA starting. Thanks, Gibbs, for the hat. Darren Gibbs, my Albany Corvallis boy, college friend. Oh, Gibbs. Diehard Beaver, diehard Ram, diehard Laker. Love the Gibbs. And Dodger, by the way, Gibbs. So our Dodgers went down. Braves went down. Orioles went down. Anybody, if you had 100 wins this year, you went down. Now we're left with Texas, Houston, Philly, and who? Oh, Arizona. Who would have thought that? If you had that, I hope you had it in Vegas. I'm getting wrinkles, bro. I'm getting wrinkly. We're talking sports, we're talking life. Let's talk wrinkles. Look at some pigs like, dude, getting up there, still single. 6-year-old kid, Emalani, just got back from Oregon and California. Surprise Disneyland visit was awesome. You can check out on my Facebook, and I'll try to get to Instagram as well. But I had a great time. I am back and better than ever. Brother Richie at NotPods. Let's go over my picks. Week 6 was bad. 9-6 straight up. 5-10 against the spread. I'm going to blame it on travel. I'm going to blame it on just my mind wasn't quite there. I went 0 for 4 on my 4-pack. Didn't feel too bad because Nick Wright went 0 for 3. And Blazing 5, Colin Cowherd was 2-3. So on the season, I'm 63-30. So I'm batting about 670 against the spread. Or no, straight up. 54, 36-3 against the spread. So still pretty good. JFK 42-51 straight up. I haven't done all the spreads yet. Got to flip that coin. And Emalani 43-50. So a third into the season, looking pretty good on the picks. Except over and under, I suck. 7-7 in week 5 is my best on the year. I was 5-9-1 last week. 5-11, 6-10, 5-11. So over and under, just not my thing. Looking ahead to week 7. We got tonight. Week 7 kicks off. Jacksonville at New Orleans. Looks like Trevor Lawrence is going to play. I like Jacksonville straight up and Jacksonville. Take the 2 points. Tampa, Chicago. No, that's not right. Come on, Bob. Oh, yeah. So Chicago, Vegas. I'll take Chicago plus 2.5 at home. Straight up, I'll take Vegas. I think it's a close game. I hate to pick Vegas. They're 3-3. Are they going to be 4-3? Are you kidding me? They were my 5-star pick to under 6.5. And right now they're in the playoff. I don't buy them. Fluke wins. Who'd they beat? Fluke wins. Let me check it out. Irritating. LV Raiders. What? Lost to Buffalo. Barely beat Denver week 1. Lost to Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and the Chargers. That's how the season should have gone. Green Bay, that Monday night fiasco. Then New England almost beat them. Worst team in the league. They got Chicago. Then they got Detroit, Giants, Jets, Miami, KC. That's 1 win. Minnesota, Chargers, KC, Indy, Denver. They got 3 more wins. F off. But I'm going to take them straight up. Cleveland. On the road at Indy. I'm taking Cleveland -3. Taking Cleveland straight up for sure. Buffalo at home, on the road at New England, -9. I'm going to take Buffalo -9. They pound the crap out of them, especially, you know how Buffalo does. Crap showing. Josh Allen looks like crap. Better, 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 better. Amazing. So this is their better. Next 3 weeks, look at Buffalo. Buffalo straight up, and Buffalo given the 9. New York Giants, home for Washington. I'll take the 2.5. I'll take them straight up to win the game. I don't know why. It's just a topsy-turvy, weird NFL. They're at home, 1-5, close calls. Washington, who knows? I'm going Giants, especially with the 2.5. Tampa Bay at home. I know the Sharks really like Atlanta. I'm taking Tampa Bay -2.5. And Tampa Bay straight up, of course. I think they bounce back. I think they're better than they look. They maybe weren't as good as they looked at 3-1, but they're better than they looked last week against Detroit. Maybe Detroit is that good. Baltimore. I almost went Detroit, but then injuries. The backfield's going to be ravaged. I'm going to take Baltimore -3. Taking Baltimore straight up as well. I think so. Yep, right there. Baltimore -3 at home over Detroit. That's a tough call. Pittsburgh at the Rams. I'll take Pittsburgh with the points +3. I took Pittsburgh straight up as well. I think Pittsburgh goes in and beats them. Off a bye. They're coming around. I'm not counting them out. I think Pickett's going to be okay. I think that offense is going to be okay. Jaylen Warren might take over the backfield. I've been higher than everybody on Pittsburgh, and I believe in him. And even though he's a defensive coach, the motivation, and that guy just doesn't have losing seasons. Somehow they're 3-2. Couple miracles. I like them. Arizona at Seattle. I'll take Arizona +7.5. It's a big number for a road team that's coming off a tough loss. Divisional game. It's a big number. I like Arizona, but I will take Seattle straight up. Green Bay -1. I'm taking Green Bay straight up and give the point. Dreadful Denver team. I don't know if they're going to win a game. I looked at their schedule. Denver. So Green Bay given a point. It's at Denver. I will take Green Bay both ways. Straight up and given the point. Let's look at Denver's remaining schedule. Green Bay, then Kansas City, a bye. Buffalo, Minnesota, Cleveland, Houston, Chargers, Detroit, New England, Chargers, Vegas. Do you see 2 wins there maybe? That's about it. Miami. You know, they're at Miami's at Philly. Fuck. I'm sticking with it. I heard it's going to be 40 degrees, windy and rainy night game in Philly. Miami's getting 2.5. I'm going to stick with it, going with my gut. Sometimes just do that. Taking Miami straight up to beat the Eagles, as well as 2.5. San Fran at Minnesota, giving up 6.5. I'll definitely take them straight up, and I'm going San Fran -6.5. It's a tough one. I gotta come up with my 4-pack right now. That's it. Tough week, people. Tough week this week. I'm gonna go Chicago +2.5. So I do not trust my ex-Raiders. I'm gonna go Buffalo -9 because they always bounce back. That's their MO. Pretty good. Or no, we'll start with shot the bed, crap in their helmet. Then they get a little better, pretty good, blow somebody out. Shot in the helmet. Shot means shit, by the way. So like Buffalo. Cleveland -3 at Indy. Minshew against that defense. On the road. That's okay. I'm not sure it matters if Massagist is back. The messagist. And finally, Green Bay -1 at Denver. There's my 4-pack. Take it to Vegas or not. 2 weeks ago, you should have. Last week, not so much. I got Chicago +2.5 at home against the Raiders. I got Buffalo -9 at New England. I got Cleveland -3 at Indy. And I got Green Bay -1 at Denver. Taking some road favorites. And that's my 4-pack. That's my picks for week 7. Don't even care about my over-under. Whatever I say over-under, just do the opposite. I'll give you how I did on over-unders. I'm not going to give them this week. I'm just not very good at them, apparently. And I think that's about going to wrap up this show. This is Thursday, October 19th, just fresh off the plane yesterday. I slept 16 hours straight when I got home, exhausted. It was a crazy 13-day trip. Beaver game, Charger game at SoFi. I'm going to tell you 80%, 75-80% Cowboys. It was loud when Cowboys were on D. They just play a road game every week, and it just that must get tiresome. You have 17 road games. I would just, you know what, put me in England, please. Put me in Germany. I'll take it. We'll go to Germany twice. Maybe just move to Germany. One team that should just move to Germany. I don't know how you get about the semantics and whatnot, or optics, or what teams are coming in and all that. But if one team just should move, I mean, it can't be worse than SoFi Stadium when every away team comes in and brings their whole entourage. So yes, that's going to do it. Thursday, October 19th, middle of the Pacific Ocean. Brett Ritchie. I'll be back tomorrow, high noon. Got Survivor Pool strategies. I'm going to go. So 1/3 point of the season, I'm going to review each and every team. Pluses and minuses, coaching jobs, see how we're doing, who's on the hot seat. And we're going to do some panic room as well. And much more tomorrow. But this is today. As I always say about this time, I'm working on loving myself, loving others. I love you all. Love yourself. Be good to each other. We're here together. We don't know for how long. What an amazing life. And I will see you tomorrow. Ahuyo.